The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages around our community. We're going to start off this week with Mike Falk in the town of Lima. Mike, how are we doing in Lima?
Well, Chris, things in Lima are certainly moving along. The big news for us is that Shanks Enterprises was sold to Casella this past week. Casella is now managing the operation as of December 1st. No news as yet on any changes to the way that the trash and garbage pickups are done, but we will pass them along to everybody as we get them. Good luck to the Shanks family as they begin their new adventure. This is the time of year that many people install outdoor lighting displays. Outdoor receptacles should be ground fault protected, and it is for your protection more than the actual display. If the GFI keeps tripping, please take the time to figure out which lighting string or extension cord is bad instead of opening a window and plugging into a normal outlet. No one wants to shockingly look like Clark Griswold for Christmas. Please recycle your bad extension cords and light strings. The Lima Golden Agers will be having their holiday luncheon on Tuesday, December 13th at noon at Fanatics. If you are a member, please let Trudy Tones know that you'll be attending. She works over at the Lima Diner and easy to find. If you are a Lima resident or a former Lima resident over 55 years old, you too can join the Golden Agers and enjoy all of the camaraderie that goes with the monthly meetings. Trudy can help you with that too. Just ask. That's all I've got, Chris.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Jerry in the town of Rush, how are we doing there?
Everything is just peachy keen in the town of Rush, Chris. And we're going to keep it that way. We've got the holidays coming up, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and let you know of a couple of events that are taking place. One is our senior luncheon is unfortunately, it will have taken place by the time this broadcast goes out. But I agree with Mike that people who are eligible by residence, not even by residency, but by age, are more than welcome to join the Rush Seniors. They have a lot of good trips every year. They have a lot of good luncheons every year. And I enjoy going there and talking to the people. And they seem to enjoy having someone outside of their normal routine to talk to also. The December 14th town board meeting will offer an in-person for those who want to attend, or a Zoom component for those who want to sit in the comfort of their home and watch the board meeting. I think there will be a lot of new and exciting things that get announced at that meeting. And I hope that a lot of people are interested in what goes on in their community, how this administration is managing it, and hope they get some rewards from participating through watching or attending that board meeting. We've been troubled by a number of resignations from our sub-boards. That's the zoning board, the planning board, and the conservation board. For any Rush residents, it requires residency to participate. for any Rush residents who would like to participate on one of those sub-boards, I encourage you to provide a letter of interest to the town clerk, Pamela Busey. We could sure use your help. And we keep a list of interested residents, but our list has dwindled significantly because we've had so many resignations. They're not really resignations, a couple are, but most of them are, they've reached the end of their term limit. So they choose to seek other pleasures, and we've got to backfill with someone. The Rush budget has been submitted. It went to the county budget director, and it goes to the state. It was not without some strains here and there, but we made it, and I think it's a good budget. And the best thing about it is I kept the taxes. I shouldn't say I did. Our board kept the taxes at 3.1%. And that's significantly lower than it's been in recent years. And that was a focus of our goal, to make sure that we didn't increase taxes. One of the reasons for that is the fire department has recently decided to hire some full-time personnel. So they had to, through their process, increase taxes for the fire service in 2023. And rather than add to that burden, we decided, I keep saying I, but it's we, because I'm only one vote. We decided to not raise taxes this year again, which is a good thing. The water project that we've talked about so many times is on track to getting somewhere, and I don't say that casually. I say somewhere because we don't know where that's going, because starting in the near future, we'll be talking about some need for large amounts of money, and the only way that we can get them is through grant activity. And the grant process is very, very complicated, as most people are aware. And we hope that we can at least get water to those people who are in dire need. I want to remind everyone that next Tuesday night, I believe it is the fire commissioner's election. The candidates who are up for election will be available in the voting place, and I encourage everyone to go and vote for a commissioner, because how the commissioners see the need for fire apparatus and facilities, etc., is going to determine whether or not additional costs are requested through tax levies. So be sure to go vote for a fire commissioner. If you don't know one, ask around, and your neighbors, I'm sure, will eventually be able to tell you about one of them. On December 18th, we're going to have a large, when I say large in numbers, there are going to be 6 Eagle Scouts that will receive their certificates on December 18th at Rush United Methodist Church, 6 p.m. That's a great ceremony that I always look forward to. This will be the most recipients that I've ever addressed, and I'm excited about having that happen. I'll leave you with that, and once again say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone. Probably get to do it again in a week, but With all that's going on in the world, I like to do that.
Well, thank you, Jerry. All right, John, I'm going to read Rick's thing first, just because I didn't want to forget it, which I almost did. Rick Milne from Village of Honeoye Falls has this update. The Toys for Tots in Southern Monroe County area collection is underway in our greater community. This effort began in 2012, and while centered in the Village of Honeoye Falls, the effort serves families in need in Honeoye Falls, Mendon-Lima, Livonia, Bloomfield, and West Bloomfield, and has also supported families in Hemlock, Pittsford, Rush, and Southern Henrietta. There are even families from Geneseo, Brighton, Greece, and Rochester that have been helped as special needs arise. When the program began, there were 10 boxes out for collection and about 900 toys were collected that supported 75 families. Today, there are almost 30 boxes placed in over 3,000 toys and items are normally collected and provided to families in need. In 2020, over 786 children that the group knew of were supported. This is an incredible effort led by Deb O'Brien and the Cade Foundation members, and we are blessed to have this opportunity to support those in need and to get support if needed. Please look for the Toys for Tots box and donate an unwrapped toy, book, or even a gift card. A big thank you to Deb O'Brien and those that assist her for their efforts in organizing this over the past 10 years. The dates for this year's toy distribution will be December 13th and 14th from noon to 8 p.m. at the Mendon Community Center on North Main Street in the Village of Honeoye Falls. Those that may need to utilize the program may pick up to 3 items per child in the family. Continuing, holiday decorations are being installed in the village. We got a bit behind as we needed to take advantage of additional time due to warmer weather to pick up the leaf piles. The annual menorah setup and celebration of Hanukkah will take place with the official lighting ceremony currently scheduled for Wednesday, December 21st at 5:30 p.m. The annual Living Nativity will take place at Harry Allen Park on Sunday, December 18th at around 6 p.m. The Honeoye Falls Community Concert Band, along with the First Presbyterian Church Bell Choir, will conduct their annual holiday concert event on the evening of December 10th, beginning at 7:30 p.m. at the Honeoye Falls Central Auditorium. The Community Concert Band will also perform on Sunday, December 11th at 3 p.m. at St. Catherine of Siena Church in the hamlet of Mendon. Many businesses are looking forward to and supporting the storefront building decorating contest this year. December 8th will be the day that the judging takes place, and the winner will be announced after the Christmas parade, which is set for December 10th in the evening, beginning at 6 p.m. Honeoye Falls Scout Troop 10 annual holiday Christmas tree sales are in process now as well. If you need a holiday or Christmas tree, please consider supporting the Troop 10 Scouts fundraiser. Our village promotional video series is in its final preview or review process, and we are excited to get that piece posted. Be watching for that in the next couple of weeks. Again, we are thankful to all those that support our community, and a special thanks to our service members who serve our community and nation abroad, as well as our law enforcement and fire EMS members serving our communities. That was from Rick Milne, Mayor of Honeoye Falls. With that, let's turn it over to John Moffett, the supervisor of the town of Mendon. John, tell us a little bit about what's going on in Mendon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, glad to be here. Silence that. And our military memorial spray park on Simmel Road is progressing. We should be doing a walkthrough next week, and we're going to test everything as weather provides for before the end of the year. And I would imagine we'll be opening the park sometime in May for the season. Those dates are yet to be determined. As Rick mentioned, the Honeoye Falls Fire Department Parade on December the 10th is a big event in the community. Certainly suggest to everyone to come out for that. It's one of the nicest events we have in the community. Also, as Jerry mentioned, there's some votes coming up. One is for the Mendon Fire District Commissioners. That is for anyone who is eligible to vote in that has to live within the Mendon Fire District parameters. If you check your tax bill, you will be able to tell if you pay taxes in the Mendon Fire District. That is from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Mendon Fire Hall on the Mendon-Honeoye Road. Also on December 13th, for those of you who live in the Honeoye Falls-Lima School District, there is a capital project vote from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And that is at the Board of Education room, which is located off the Circle on Church Street. So I encourage everyone who's eligible to vote on both of those occasions. Actually, the same date, but at both of those events if you're eligible to vote. Also, a big thanks to Paul Lonabile. Paul Lonabile is a retired Mendon-Honeoye employee, and every year he puts the candles in the windows at the Mendon Town Hall. We get a lot of comments about it. Paul does this as for free as his donation to the community. Always does an excellent job. And once again, we want to thank Paul for doing that and making our town hall building look festive at this time of year. Let's see. The next town board meeting is on December 12th. That's going to be held at the community center. Starting January 2nd, which is our organizational meeting, we are moving the meetings back to town hall. So all of our town board meetings, planning board meetings, zoning board meetings, and conservation board meetings will be taking place at the Mendon Town Hall effective January 1st, 2023. Those meetings were at the community center due to COVID and various restrictions with COVID, but the town board has decided to move those back to town hall. And as Jerry mentioned, I wish everybody a very nice holiday season. Hopefully everyone's able to spend some time with their families, and certainly this time of year goes by fast. So keep your eyes on the calendar as we've got a lot of local events. And hopefully, one last thing I forgot to mention, on our website, we have a very detailed description on snow removal within the town of Mendon. So if you have any questions about maybe a sidewalk or when your road is plowed and various things like that, definitely check the town of Mendon website. Our highway department has posted quite a lengthy description of various plowing and when it's done and why it's done on there. So please refer to that. If you have any questions, call the highway department.
All right. Thanks, John. Anybody remembered something that they might have forgotten to say? Seeing none. Thank you all for participating in today's show. Wait, what was that? Nothing.
Clear,
All
Mike.
right. Thanks for you out there in TV land or wherever it is that you're watching this. Remember, we air this every Sunday at 1 p.m. on our Facebook page. If you like that page, you will be notified when it starts airing. On the other hand, if you prefer YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube page, and the same thing, 1 p.m. on Sunday, and you'll be notified when it starts airing there. That's all for this week. Bye-bye for now.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.